That means even the national teams will not have a bigger problem when probably have the players compete at a bigger stage.
Yes, of course, if you look at also the past winners, definitely with the ladies and gentlemen. Shafiq, do we have a track of our past winners and where they are today perhaps?
Welcome to Ndeje University Television. My name is Lona Kasasa Jemima, and I'm live here at Ndeje University main campus in Luwero. And today we're having the East African University Games, the 12th edition. The long-awaited day has finally. We are all excited. The University Games encompass all the East African countries which are here today to participate in more than 20 disciplines of sports. Now I have with me my friends, my colleagues who are going to tell you more about this function and how important it is to be part of it. And I'm hoping that with our journey you're going to be with us and experience this moment. It's going to take place at Ndeje University main campus, and it is from the 16th of December to the 21st of December. 5 days we are going to see different sports practiced. We are going to enjoy. It's going to be a wonderful experience, and we're all just really excited and happy. Now I'm going to turn over to my colleague Sarah Chirabo, who's going to tell us more about the turn up and why it is and how it has been progressing as we have been focusing.
Hello Uganda, my name is Sarah Chirabo, your reporter at Live at 8. I'm here live at Ndeje University main campus in Luwero for the East African University Games. These games are going to be shown live on air on Ndeje University TV, but even if you miss the session during that time, I, your reporter Sarah Chirabo, I'll be reporting to you the story each and every day at 8 p.m. Don't miss the news at 8, live at 8. Today the turn-up is a little bit small. Uganda has presented 20 universities, and Kenya University has presented 12 universities, and then Tanzania presents 8 universities. There were 60 universities which were expected, but there are only 44 which have there are only 41 instead which have turned up. We are here compared to last editions, like the 2018 Dodoma edition. The participants were a bit more, but this time round the participants are few. For example, we don't have Congo, and South Sudan is out. Rwanda. As I was saying, Rwanda and Burundi have not participated in this edition because of the pandemic, which we all know, COVID-19 pandemic, which put everything on a standstill. But participants are well organized, and here the guest of honor has arrived. Thank you. Let's have my colleague Landa is also here. He's going to give you the facilitation plans.
Thank you very much, Chirabo Sara and Lona Jemima Kasasa, for that very brief but insightful introduction into the East Africa University Games. They're happening right here in Ndeje University's main campus in Bomboruelo, and we are very excited. I believe this is the biggest celebration of Eastern Africa University sports, and this could be the biggest till African level. My name is Ali Sharan Q, and I'll be helping you with a lot of info in regards to what's happening on the ground and whatever will be transpiring. When you enter the university campus right now, what welcomes you is the arena of visions that has been refurbished for athletics, and that's the track and field. A lot of other facilities have been tackled as well, and that's because of the East Africa University Games. And that's why I believe this is going to be the biggest celebration of Eastern Africa University sports. Right now we are going to go into the anthems.
Let us pray. Almighty God, our Father, King of glory, we, your lovely children, come before you with a thanksgiving this day, the day that has been long awaited, and here we are. We, O Lord, want to consecrate this ground and dedicate these teams. We thank you for all the team leaders and for all the preparation made. We remember to commit this ground of EAUG University into your hands and ask you that you sanctify it where the enemy plans against us. Father, in the name of Jesus, we refuse that. We also pray, Lord, and thank you for our chief guest and all the guests who are already here, that, Father, in your name, welcome them and ask you to take care of them while here. Now we want to commit the whole event into your hands and all the days that we shall spend here into your hands. And whoever, Lord, is concerned, we remember the organizing committee, that we as well dedicate them and ask you to be with them. Guide, guard, and watch over this place, and Father, be in charge. Lord God, King of glory, just as you have made it possible, you, God, who reigned before, you are here, and this ground is for you. We ask you to seal it all in the blood of your dear Son, Jesus Christ, that whatever is going to be done here will be sanctified, blessed, and consecrated by you. We honor you and give you glory, and we want to pray your peace and your blessing upon this ground. And we ask you, Lord, to be with us, guide, God, and be with all the programs now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you very much. And now that the function has been blessed and consecrated, we can proceed.
And
Thank
I want
you
to
so
thank
much.
Lona Jemima Kasasa for giving us a very brief and insightful introduction to the games. I personally believe this is going to be the biggest celebration of East Africa University sports and of course Africa at large, and this gives me a lot of pleasure being on the team. It's going to be games live from EAUG University's main campus. At the moment, a lot of facilities have been facilitated and refurbished, and that includes the swimming pool and the facilities, and we, of course, that also includes tracks and the field. Right now, we're going to go straight into my brother Ian Asabo, who is also going to tell us a few words before we go into the live broadcast.
Thank you. My name is Ian Asabo, as he kindly introduced me. I'm from Uganda Christian University. I'm their media liaison officer, and I was able to the team down here to EAUG University for these University East African Games, the 12th edition. So, as we have the ceremony, obviously a few are being morning and actually being played because limited amount of time. I'm just going to give a few places that happened to take place this morning. In football, we have Uganda Christian University. They were able to defeat Makerere University Business School by 1-0, thanks to a late winner by Chizito Jeremy in the 86th minute. He was able to get the win. Then Uganda Christian University was able to play a back-to-back game, and unfortunately they were able to lose 2-0 against Makerere University. So the Makerere side were able to get revenge for their Moobs brothers. As we head over to volleyball, the volleyball side was able to sweep. Okay.
We are going to, thank you very much, Ian Asabo. We are going to now see more of today's opening ceremony, and we're going to see the chaplain, we're going to see the speech of the chief guest, and we're just going to walk. I hope that you're all here with us as we walk through the opening ceremony and celebrate with EAUG University alongside all the other East African countries as we celebrate our peace, our harmony, and togetherness in sports, in different sports disciplines. And thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.
especially in this era of what we call keyboard warriors, people who, for everything you say, they want to write on social media. Indeed, these games were impacted because somebody wrote to the vice chancellors in Kenya about Ebola in Uganda. We were here in July and then back in October, and we saw the transformation of the facilities. Our facilities here now are actually world-class facilities. Ndeche is poised, thank you. Ndeche is poised to be a high-level training facility for sports team, not only in Uganda, but the whole of this Eastern Africa zone. Allow me to also thank previously the local organizing committee led by the DVC, who played a very crucial part in getting us to where we are. We also wish to appreciate AUS, led by Penina Kabenge, Vincent. Thank you for advising us correctly. Ndeche was obviously the right choice to give these games to. Also, Madam, a guest of honor, allow me to thank the government of Uganda, because we have seen what you have done here. That investment is great. Thank you very much. Our guest of honor, this edition has attracted 27 universities, 17 from Uganda, 8 from Kenya currently, and 2 from Tanzania. Initially, we had about 52 universities that were set to come here. But when that letter went out about Ebola, it slowed down things. Currently, we have 2,300 participants, 1,368 males, and about 932 women, which is excellent. These games are a flagship activity for FEUS, and for us, especially what we saw in Tanzania 4 years ago, it was becoming one of the biggest amalgamation of youth. And that's why we wish to kindly request you as the Minister for Eastern Africa to see if you could help us out a little. FEUS is struggling a little financially, maybe because of the impact of Ebola, which has impacted both the financial community, but also universities. And we are saying that if those are ways governments would behave the same way the government of Uganda has behaved, and facilitate the institutions that work under Eastern Africa, so that we're able to, as it were, get some little money from EAUG, would be very happy. And since you're the minister in charge, we are kindly asking if you could find a way of leveraging for us. Our argument is, given the adaptability
as follows. Wave to us, please, wherever you may be. Immediate past President, Serieko Kabagambe. Vice President Admin, Agnes. Vice President Technical, Bonfas. Secretary General, Brian. Treasurer, Patrick Mwani. Assistant Secretary General, Lawrence Kavuma. Assistant Treasurer, Moses Ondeng. The board members include Akaka Shisoka from Masinde Muliro University, Sophia Nzimbi from Open University of Tanzania, Morris Ocheng from Technical University of Kenya, and Joanna Dalo from Maseno University, and finally Keba from Islamic University of Uganda. A guest of honor, I beg to submit. Thank you.
Thank you. That is the president of the Federation of Eastern Africa University Sport. We are very honored as Ndeje University for having been given that opportunity to host these games. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the General Secretary of the National Council of Sports, Dr. Patrick Ogwell, to give us the next speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we want a word from the General Secretary is because we cannot host the games without the Ministry of Education and Sports okaying us. Dr. Ogwell.
Thank you. Our chief guests, the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, who also doubles as the Minister for East African Affairs, the Honorable Dr. Maingu, Minister for State for Education and Sports, in charge of higher education, the Vice Chancellor of Ndeje University, the President of the East Africa University Sports, with your executive committee, the Bishop of Luero Diocese, and Bishop Emeritus, the members of the different delegations from the respective countries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest, mine is to first thank you for accepting to come and grace this function, which is a very important function for the integration of the East African community. I note that Ndeje University today has offered solution in terms of fast-tracking sports development in the East African community by building and working with the government to harness the opportunities in the region. A reason why, as a country, we rallied behind the management of the university to ensure that this edition is hosted at Ndeje University. Our chief guest, government has made commitment that Ndeje University become the high performance center, and we are investing financial support and technical support, and we hope in the near future the story will be different because the entire Africa will come here to do elitist performance training. And on that note, allow me to thank the Vice Chancellor and the entire board for accepting to partner with the government, not only in education, but also in sports excellence. On top of all those, I want to add here, our chief guest, that the many opportunities for our talented athletes for the country, Ndege has been offering bursaries, and some of our best performing elitist athletes today we are proud of is a product of this university. On the other aspect of sports competition, our chief guest, university games is the climax of excellence for university sport. And it offers opportunities to our young athletes in the various universities who ably represent different countries, and not only continental, but also global. But we also look at it in other aspects of strengthening bilateral relationship among our students within the region of East African community. So here they are not only playing, but they're also interacting, and we know in the process is in fulfillment of the East African integration, which is one of our strategic intervention as a country to complement what the EAC umbrella is doing. I want to end by lastly thanking you again for honoring this important occasion to grace this function, and we hope that even as we move on the days ahead of us, we will be able to enjoy the good organization which Ndege and the local organizing committee has put in place. I thank you all and wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you. And now, without wasting any minute, allow me welcome the Vice Chancellor of Ndege University. I request that he's accompanied by the local organizing committee so that he can deliver and present his speech. Thereafter, he will welcome the Minister of Higher Education, Honorable Muyingo. Then after, he will welcome our chief guest. Crane performers, please welcome my boss.
Our chief guest, the Right Honorable Dr. Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, the Minister of East African Affairs, the Minister of State for Sports, Honorable Peter Gwang, was supposed to be here, the Minister of State for Higher Education, Honorable Jesse Muyingo, the Commissioner of Physical Education and Sports, Reverend Duncan Mugumya, the Chairman, National Council of Sports, Mr. Ambrose Tashobia, the General Secretary, National Council of Sports, Dr. Patrick Ogwell, who has just spoken very well, the President of Uganda Olympics Committee, Dr. Donald Kale is not around, the Vice President, Uganda Olympic Committee, Nankani Kamunyi, the Assistant General Secretary, National Council of Sports, Mr. David Katende, I don't know whether he's around, the Consortium Chairman, the Right Reverend Edidadi Chironde Subuga, who was seated near me there, my Lord, the Bishops, the Chancellor, the Right Reverend Dr. Hannington Mutebi, top management members, the President of the Federation of Eastern Africa University Sports, Dr. Simon Munai, was also spoken. The President Association of Uganda University Sports House, Ms. Penny Nakabenge, possibly is around. The Vice President Association of Uganda University Sports House, Mr. Vincent Kisenyi, who was here, you saw him. The various federation president present here, political leaders, RDC, COW. There was another one. Sports tutors from all participating universities and all heads of participating universities. The President Local Organizing Committee, Mr. EAUG, is a member of top management. Leadership of the central government present. Management and staff of the university, our sponsors, service providers and partners, the athletes, Ndeje community, invited guests, all protocol duly observed, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you in Jesus' name and welcome you to this historical event of the 12th edition Eastern African University Games at Ndeje University, Luwero. It is indeed an honor, and we cannot take it for granted. These games should have been held 2 years ago, but they were disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Our original expectation was 70 universities, but as you have heard, the number is 30. It is a great honor, and by the grace of the Almighty God, that we are hosting this 12th edition of East African Games now. It is also the apex of Ndeje University's celebrations of 30 years of existence this year. And we thank God for this coincidence. It is a confluence of these two events. Ndeje University as a background is a pioneer private university in Uganda, established 30 years ago, and owned by a consortium of 6 churches of Uganda dioceses, with a strong Christian foundation. It was set up with the primary objective to rejuvenate the livelihoods of the people of Uganda, especially in this formerly war-ravaged Greater Luwero area, who were affected by the 1981 to 1985 Liberation War of Uganda. Gratitude allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following. The government of the Republic of Uganda, through the Ministry of Education and Sports, which accepted us to host this grand event, and for all financial contribution and human resource support in the preparations of this event. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, for embracing this event, especially due to his passionate stewardship and vision for an integrated Eastern Africa, and sanctioning government funding for the sports facilities upgrade. The First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni, for the love of youth development in Uganda. All of the redevelopment plans, including funds mobilization for the upgrade of Ndeje University facilities to international standards, are the brainchild of Mama Janet, with the vision of widening opportunities for Uganda's sportsmen and women through academics and elite sports. We are very thankful for this support. The Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Honorable Machia Kasaija, for facilitating the acquisition of financial resources for this project. We cannot forget the many meetings he has chaired to ensure Ndeje University acquires the necessary requirements for these games. The first Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of East Africa Community Affairs, who is also the patron of these games, and our chief guest today, representing His Excellency the President, the Right Honorable Dr. Rebecca Ritwala Kadaga, who launched these games, and all your personal engagement to ensure these games are a great success. We thank you. The Ndeje University Board of Trustees and Council, who embraced the games and have overwhelmingly supported the preparations significantly this far and onwards. The State Minister of Sports, Honorable Peter Gwang, who has been at the forefront of all the preparations, visiting the university to check on the progress of the games, preparations and upgrading of the facilities at this university. Further, the State Minister in charge of Luweero Triangle and Renze region, Honorable Alice Kaboyo, who has been instrumental in funds mobilization for this event. The Minister of Works, Transport and Communication, General Edward Wamala and Engineer Winfred Naluyinda, for their passion, resilience and dedication. Their dedicated team that have ensured the roads in the university and the neighborhood are maintained standards. Uganda National Road Authority for all the support towards the road maintenance to make the road from Bombo to here motorable. We are very grateful. Honorable Hassan Kirumira, the MOP Katika South, and the esteemed honorable members of parliament who have supported the university's preparatory activities. Over 50 members of parliament visited Ndeje University to check on the game's progress. And this motivated the local organizing committee and university leadership. Interior Technologies Limited and the Mugisha contractors are acknowledged for their technical work on these sports facilities you see here. All the service providers, especially the sports facilities redevelopment team that has supported the improvement of our facilities so far. All the participants who have managed to make it to the games today, we salute you and welcome you. I know these are difficult economic times, threatened by disease, pandemics, and epidemics. But the mere fact that you have made it here today is a remarkable feat of God's blessings for us to be hosting also these games now. Now, with much pleasure, I would like to introduce to you, honorable guests and members here, a team from the United States of America. I think you may stand up. A team from the United States of America of the Paul Macbeth Foundation, led by Mr. Zachary Smith. They are here to introduce a new game called the disc golf sport. Ndeje University, given its international reputation in sports, was chosen to be the entry point for this game in Uganda. This team is currently here, establishing a state-of-the-art course on this campus, which is going to be one of the best in the world. Our contact person here is the chaplain, Reverend Latima Mwanguzi Sendi, if you want to know more. And they would want to demonstrate this game to the chief guest. They have that passion. I hope time will allow. I thank the general public, all the people and stakeholders that have worked with us in this preparatory journey to this day in the various ways, including financial support. And I assure you that God sees your toil, and has not been in vain. Our chief guest and the rest of this gathering, I would like to inform you that the facilities you are seeing today here comprise just a part of a master plan of a government-funded project to upgrade Ndege University sports facilities to international level. This is just a part. Because of post-COVID-19 challenges and some delay in shipment of material, it has not been possible to use the materials here. However, materials such as synthetic tartan surface have arrived in Mombasa, awaiting clearance. I am happy to inform you that the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development has undertaken the clearance task, and we are very much appreciating. It is for this reason again that I want to thank government, who saw and realized that Ndege University intrinsic potential in the area of sports management and development. Now, special appreciation also go to the following partners. This is a special cases. New Vision Uganda Limited. They have made Ndege University and these games very visible. Centenary Bank and Stanbic Bank. Kororo Coating, Impact Associates, Interior Technologies, Ndege Senior Secondary School, Institute of Chartered Public Accounts of Uganda, ICPA, Mera Water and Hema Water. Those have got some bottles there. Various press media, Ndege TV. In fact, these events are being streamed live on Ndege TV now. Monitor Publication, NBS, etc. Ndege University staff, we thank you also for being patient and tolerant. Ndege University alumni, we greet you. Ndege University friends and community. Nandere Seminary, Bombo Ame, Higher Education Student Financing Board, Makerere University, and Devs and Shetrif. All of those are thanked. Now, benefits of sports, as I conclude. This international collaboration is aimed at fostering the East African Alliance through sports for peaceful coexistence within the region. Also, this coming together could be a panacea to our problems. We have to look at fellow competitors and participants as friends and not enemies, and forge a long-term friendship from these games through positive interactions. I thank you for listening, and the fear of God, Lord brings knowledge and wisdom. I thank you. It is now my pleasant pleasure to invite Honorable Jesse Muyengo to address.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor, Ndeje University, our dear chief guest, the first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Eastern African Community Affairs, my Lord Bishops here present, honorable members of Parliament, the religious leaders, Luwero district leaders in your various capacities, my colleagues from the Ministry of Education and Sports, the Secretary General, National Council of Sports, chairperson and members of the University Council of Ndeje University, allow me to observe the protocol as presented by those who are before me, ladies and gentlemen. Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, this is Ndeje University in Luwero district, my home district. I want to welcome you to Ndeje. I welcome you to my home district, and I thank you for finding time to grace this very important function with your presence. I feel I should also thank you for the love you have for sports and this university. Many times, Right Honorable, you have defended what we are enjoying now. I don't remember the many meetings that have been held, and you really made it very clear to government that we need this facility in Luwero. I want to thank you. Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and dear colleagues, I carried very warm and prayerful greetings from the First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports, who could not join us today physically. However, she asked me to convey her best wishes and to assure you that is following whatever is happening very closely. Ndeje University won a bid to host the 12th edition of the Eastern Africa University Games from the 16th to 22nd December at the main campus in Luwero. Ndeje has two campuses, in Luwero and another in Kampala, but we are here now in Luwero. The 12th edition of the Games brings together students, officials, national federations, and other key partners involved in the sports movement. This provides a platform for socializing and networking for the betterment and the growth of sports. As the education sector, it's therefore a great honor for us to be part of this great event. I would like in a special way to recognize Ndeje University management, who have worked tirelessly to ensure that facilities to host the games are ready in good time. I remember the many times I encountered the Vice Chancellor and his team in our corridors at the Ministry of Education and Sports, looking for guidance and lobbying for government support towards this event. Vice Chancellor, I want to thank you and your team. Thank you very much for the commitment you have shown towards the organization of these games. I have also been following Ndeje University as a bone of the area since its establishment. I have observed and learned that the university has prioritized the holistic development of our youth through promoting of sports skills development alongside the study of academics. This has given opportunity to all our capable younger people to grow their sports talents. With its major resources, Ndeje University has invested in continuous improvement of its sports infrastructure, occasionally provided annual sports bursaries, as you heard, for outstanding sports performers. With these efforts, contributed to the development of sportsmen and women for national representation in the region and international sporting competitions. The university's sporting culture is very commendable, and it has enabled Ndeje University to be the leading sports powerhouse in Uganda. It is therefore no surprise that it is reigning national and Eastern Africa University Sports Champion and the second in Africa. The Eastern African University Games give Uganda an opportunity to promote the Pan-Africanism agenda through the Eastern Africa Integration Mission. I welcome all the universities from the region that have graced the Games, and I wish all of you a very peaceful stay in Uganda. And please enjoy yourselves. I would like to use this opportunity to pledge government support toward the successful hosting of these Games. And it is important to mention that government, through the Ministry of Education and Sports, has already committed to upgrade the sports facilities to international standards, even when the Games are concluded. Of course, this will complement the existing national sports facilities and provide more opportunities for the growth of sports in this country. I've been informed that upon completion, the sports facility will serve many purposes, many. Just to mention a few: one, a functional multi-sport facility in the country, since there is currently no international standards training facility in Uganda, which we would be calling Sports Made in Uganda. Two, sports and health for all facility, particularly the community running track, since it will be accessible by the public and at no cost. And I think this will help us to fight against non-communicable diseases, hence a return on investment. And many others. An applied sports science facility for the university research and education programs, for example, biomechanics, exercise, physiology, and many others. All this towards increasing or improving teaching and learning in Uganda, giving Uganda a leading East African community position in sports, making Uganda a successful host of 2022 Eastern Africa University Games and subsequently international games at Ndege University. Even giving value for the money. This is a project that is open to be compared to any other project to renovate sports facilities in the country. Of course, the other one is also leaving a legacy as a facility built in the Luwero area where NRM started the liberation struggle. People of Luwero, we need to give a special handicap to government for this. This is progressively transforming our country, our region. I hope the management of Ndege University will consider putting up a monument, a prominent statue of our president within these premises. This will be a very befitting gesture to remind us of the contribution His Excellency has made to the development of our nation, including this region where Ndege University is located. I would like to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President, because he has been very much in support of what we are going to enjoy. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, for having granted Ndege University the resources to upgrade these facilities. Thank you very much, Your Excellency the President. With these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the organizers, I want to thank the university, and I want to thank the first Deputy Prime Minister for being there for us all the time we need her services. Mama Dr. Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaka, we thank you. May I use this chance to invite you to address your people.
Sagala, banange sagala. sangala Godeyo Mario Banange sangala Godeyo Mario Mama tusimye kukubona Musangaire Kadagaliwa Kadagaliwa Mama kadagaliwa Kadagaliwa Mama Rebekaliwa Kadagaliwa Mama kadagaliwa Kadagaliwa Mama kadagaliwa Kadagaliwa
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of State for Higher Education, the Chancellor, Bishop Fanning Mutegi, the Bishop of Luero, the sports fraternity. There are so many, I can't keep the right order. Vice Chancellor, let me stand on existing protocol and say it's a pleasure to be here. I commissioned the planning of these games in April, and I'm happy to come back today. I bring you greetings from the President, who has not been able to come. He's out of the country, but has requested me to present him at this edition. I also take this opportunity to congratulate Ndeje University on the occasion of their 30th anniversary. It's a milestone. You have come a long way, and the future is very bright. Let me welcome the visiting delegations from the different universities in the region. Notwithstanding the disruptions, I want to thank you for giving us the honor to host you in our country. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. I also welcome the team from the USA that has come to introduce a new sport. Thank you for taking an interest in Ndeje University. I want to commend the federations for a well-organized tournament, a big sporting event which is exploiting the vital tools of games and sports to foster unity and cooperation among our people. Sport is a unifying factor because orientation is neither tribal, nor religious, nor political. So let me thank all those for coming, because this is the spirit of this African community. Education is part of the integration agenda, and sports is one of those areas. So thank you so much. We are coming to exploit and identify a large pool of talents which exist in East Africa. Over the years, our countries have produced some of the renowned and outstanding athletes on the world stage. Therefore, this event is important for nurturing and identifying the upcoming sports talents in the region. It will give our participants an opportunity to gain exposure and experience at competing at the highest sports levels. This event is evidence of the prioritization of co-curricular educational programs in the institutions of higher learning. You're not just cramming, you're not just looking at computers, but you're also looking at the physical health. I'm happy that universities are striving to provide a holistic education to their students. It's not enough to develop the intellectual capacities. Our holistic education is one which lays equal emphasis on grooming and nurturing the talents of the students. Therefore, I encourage you to continue cultivating a learning environment that supports talent building among students. Games and sports are also good for keeping the students and teachers healthy and fit. You have already been told about the non-communicable diseases like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, which are caused by inactivity coupled with overeating. They're easy to prevent if you adopt healthy lifestyles like exercising, watching your diet, avoiding smoking, and alcoholism. Before I conclude, I just wanted to read something that has been written about these facilities. If you look at the magazine on page 34, it says that when the Ndejje University sports facilities are finally upgraded, the state-of-the-art structures, making up something akin to a national high-performance center, Ugandan sport will have in its possession not just a paradise, but a model for infrastructure development that could be replicated across the nation. This is very, very clear. It's a sign of where we are going, a sign of what the future holds. So let us support Ndejje University in this quest. I also want to thank the President. The journey to get support for this private university has been long and tortuous, but I'm delighted that at least $1 million was provided to support this university, and I know with the minister here and the others, we shall continue to support the growth of this university, including the plans which we have been talking about for some time. I want to encourage the participants to demonstrate discipline, fairness, and comradeship in these competitions, and I wish all of you good luck, and now officially declare the games open. Thank you very
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I'm going to welcome the chief guest who is going to help launch this golf in Uganda. It's a very simple game. She will just, they say throw, but I don't know the technical name. Maybe our team can demonstrate first so that she knows exactly what to do. You could continue demonstrating as she gets to know. We want to appreciate the crane performance. You're doing lovely. Just keep those smiles as we welcome the East African community to Ndejje University. Sampling, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! And the game is launched, ladies and gentlemen. We have our disco. We are going to have more and more games later. Mama,
gentlemen, well done. And now the photo moment. We are going to request our chief guest at our podium so that we can have memory being made.
Kadagariwa, 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 Mama Kadagariwa, Mama Liwa, Kadagariwa, Mama Kadagariwa, Mama Liwa, Mama Liwa, Kadagariwa, Mama Kadagariwa.
What a function, being honored by all our distinguished guests. Godom. Here with us, ladies and gentlemen, we have various people being represented. We have the chairperson of our board of trustees. The chairperson of board of trustees is here. The chancellor is here. Ladies and gentlemen, well represented, all the members of the House Association of Uganda University Sport, Federation of Eastern Africa University Sport, executive members. We have Minister of Education represented. Chairperson Council is here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Guild President is here with us. The local organizing committee is here with us. And I've been told that the representative from the Tanzanian High Commission is also here with us. We want to recognize you, sir, for representing Tanzania at this function. The next picture, we will have Lok and Fewus executive members with the chief guest, the minister, the vice chancellor, the chancellor, chairperson of board of trustees, chairperson council, and Fewus. Members of the executive. So these golf members, you can now exit. The next photo. Thank you so much, our chief guest, for honoring this function. Surely you have blessed us. Coming to Ndeje twice is indeed a marvelous gesture to Ndeje University. Now we have the crane performers, ladies and gentlemen.
Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Kadako ya sabora. Kadako ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Kadako ya sabora. Kadako ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Kadako ya sabora. Mamo ya sabora. Eye mamo ya sabora. 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 Eye kadako ya sabora. Tindu tindu tindu.
Wamanarira sirire Kapurina ni miruji Wamanarira sirire Kapurina ni miruji Urimanarira sirire Abange ni miruji Wamanarira bakamamage Wamanarira sirire abageni ebiruji Wamanarira sirire kulina yeri ebiruji Wamanarira sirire abageni ebiruji Wamanarira bakama bange kulina yeri ebiruji.
Thank you. Ceremony. Yes. And game. Is up. Is up. Also going to take the championships maybe.
Thank you very much, Kasasa. At the moment, I feel like the games have already met with my expectations of now. And we've had a very good opening ceremony. That, of course, the chief guest talked about a lot of stuff, talked about eating healthy and all of that thing. And I think that that automatically hit me all the right spots. And we're talking about all the activities that happened today. I think the games are going to be very exceptional, as the theme has been be exceptional with the games. We're all aware the games have been away for almost 4 years now, and the turn up, of course, shows how much we should expect from the games. Yeah.
I expect to see so much quality. Even just from the few games we have been able to see today, there's been so much quality oozing from the athletes that have been able to participate on show. And with more games coming on tomorrow, I just expect a lot, because it's because you find that you don't get to see this quite often, where university students from all over East Africa come and compete. So it's amazing to be able to be in one place. You get to interact with people from various countries, learn about different cultures, look how they think about the games. You know, it's fantastic to be here, and it's amazing, definitely. Yeah.
Enjoy ourselves. We're going to understand more people, understand the different cultures, meet new people, social capital, and of course enjoy ourselves. I would like to remind you that the East African Games happen every even year of the year. Every even year, that is 2000, 2002, 2004, and so on. So right now, as we go on, this is the 12th edition of the East African Games, and Deja University has had this lucky opportunity to host the 12th edition. Deja University has been one of the winners since the start of the East African University Games, and it has actually been the winner for at least half of the games that have been hosted. And so we believe that this year is going to be really exceptional as well. With me, I'm going to interview some people who are going to tell us more on what they're doing here in the while we are having the East African Games. What are their roles, what they're expecting, what they have gone through. I'm going to have a few interviews, and they're going to let us know more about their experience here at Deja University. Here.
And now we go to the north, ladies and gentlemen. And now we go to the west, ladies and gentlemen.
and all the partners, whether small or big. Yeah.
How many universities have been prepared for, and how many have been able to come today?
Our expectation was that we would host about 60 universities.
Yes.
But because of the COVID pandemic scare, aggregated by the Ebola scare,
yes,
we've been able to have at least 30 universities participating, which again we have to thank God for, because at some point we thought maybe we can't even have this event. Yeah.
There's a viewer with us who does not know the importance of East African Games. So could you please tell us more what the East African Games are and their importance?
The East African Games bring together elite athletes, mainly from universities within the East African region.
Yes.
And the main objective is to give a platform for elite athletes to interact, to share knowledge and skills, but also participating in sports. Yeah.
What are your expectations in this year's East African Games, especially now that Ndeje University will be the one hosting them? What do you expect in their outcomes, and how the 5 days are going to go?
Our main target was to promote regional integration.
Yes. Yes.
And we are happy that you can see that we are achieving it.
Yes.
Because we had athletes across the East African region, including officials. They are having an opportunity to interact, to share skills, to share knowledge, which is important, and it is at the core of our mission as promoters and organizers.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Kayongo. We appreciate your time. Yes. Yes. As you have heard from Mr. Kayongo himself, that the East African Games, the preparation, especially when it comes to soliciting funds, has not been an easy one. But it's by God's grace that Ndeje University has delivered. Ndeje University has come through, and we're just excited and happy for that. I want to personally say that this journey, thinking about it, must not have been easy. But of course, it has been God's grace. We have achieved, we have excelled, and we just want to say thank you. Thank you to Ndeje University team, the sponsors who have been with us together. Now, I am going to leave the officials, and I'm going to talk to people who are experiencing the East African University Games. Like I've said, it's like the executive officer for finance said that the East African Games are integrating different cultures, the diverse knowledge that is in the East African Games to bring us, all of us as a whole. So I'm going to talk to one of these people who are participating, people who are volunteering, who are taking part of the East African University Games, and they're going to let us know their experience and how it has been. The role of the East African, your organization, like you've said, what is its role in the preparation of the East African University Games?
Our job is basically to cater for the Eastern Africa and the Eastern Africa all the way from Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania.
All right. How has been your preparation? How has been the journey to lead us to this wonderful day today?
We want to continue thanking you so much for your patience. We are running the program and we are very sure that we shall take it the way it's supposed to be. We continue welcoming all the universities from Kenya, the universities from Tanzania, all the universities from Uganda. Welcome to Ndeje University.
African University Games live at Ndeje University Television. My name is still Lona Kasasa Jemima, and these games are not only national, but they're also international, given the fact that they run across the East African countries. I am going to talk to the president of the Association of Uganda University Sports, who is going to tell us more about her experience in the preparation of the East African Games and so much more as I talk to Madame Penina. Please stay tuned. A very good evening to you, Madame Penina.
Good evening. Pleasure to meet you again.
Yes, it is wonderful. Could you just remind our viewers, especially those that are joining us, your names and your positions?
Okay, my name's Penina Aligawesa Kabenge. I'm the president of the Association of Uganda University Sports. Yes. And I'm also the vice president of the International University Sports Federation.
You have some really big positions. And I see that you are at the top head in the preparations of the East African University Games. Now, I have been told that there's a new sport that has been launched.
Yes.
I would like to know this sport and why have they launched it in the country today?
Okay, launching it here today, it could be a coincidence.
Yes.
And a good one. When all the universities are here, not only from Uganda, but from the East Africa. Yes. And you know, as university sports, we are open to provide opportunities to our students, yes, everything that is possible. Yes. For those who can play other sports, they have that game open for them. And we are happy that it's coming at this time when the whole East Africa University fraternity is here.
Yes, what is the name of the sport and how is it going to help the students?
The way it's going to help the students, of course, not everybody can play soccer. Yes. Not everybody can play basketball. Yes. So it is increasing on the menu of the sports we have. Yeah. So those of students who have been thinking they can't run, they can't do that, they have that frisbee.
All right. I would like to know your experience. I believe that you have been at the head of the preparations of the East African Games. I would like to know how has been your experience when preparing for the East African Games. And do you think that Ndeje University has met the expectations?
My experience is Ndeje has done a great work. It's really awesome, and I want to congratulate them, because it's been in the very shortest time, and we were here for the head of delegation meeting. There was a lot of things, even one would wonder if we would be in such an ambience. Yeah. I'm happy that they've been able to pull off such an ambience within the shortest time, and I'm very positive that even after the games, when we come back again, it's going to be something different. Yeah. I'm sure students will have a great time here, given also the Ugandan hospitality and Ndeje hospitality.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Pena, for your time and your information. We really appreciate it as a television.
Yeah, and thank you for covering the games, the University Sports Games. We appreciate and keep it up.
Amen. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Like you've heard, there are new sports that are being introduced. For you who think sports are not for you, there's a new sport that has been added up, and you could now take part and enjoy it. I am going to talk to more people now, and they're going to let us know. I'm going to talk to my colleagues. They're just going to communicate and just let us know how they are enjoying the East African University Games.
People from around the world.
Yeah.
Right here, just came from America down to Ndeje in University of Maine. So, how you do? Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
My name is Chandler Fry from the USA. I'm from Washington State, and I've been for this conference for the last 4 years.
Next, ladies and gentlemen.
So apparently you guys just came down to Uganda to launch a game called Disc Golf. Of course, obviously, this game has not been familiar with the Ugandans. Why Uganda? Why have you guys chosen the Pearl of Africa to launch such a sport, and more so university sports?
Well, we came through the Paul Macbeth Foundation, which is a foundation that provides disc golf to different countries that otherwise have not had disc golf in their communities. Our goal is to spread disc golf. It's available for all ages, all skill levels. It's fun, inexpensive. It's a good way to bond and build community.
You just say the game is expensive. What is the target audience for this? The target group for this sport, the golf disc sport?
I'm sorry, repeat?
What's the target age group for this sport?
Anywhere from 5 years old all the way to 17 and beyond.
How far has this sport gone? Is it a part of the Olympics? How far has the sport gone?
It's not currently part of the Olympics, but it could possibly be in the next 40 years.
So, as we can assume, this is an individual sport.
What's that?
You say this is an individual sport.
It's an individual sport, but you can also play as teams.
How far do you think the sport can go in Uganda?
We've taught about 1,000 people so far in the last week, but with little help from the community, we can teach hundreds of thousands.
Talking about your experience in Uganda, is it your first time coming to Uganda, the two of you?
Yes, it's our first time in Uganda, and it has been amazing. Everybody seems to be loving the sport and really wanting to get more involved in it.
Talking about this game, the East Africa Games, what are your expectations as a person who has come to be a part of the celebration?
I am looking forward to seeing some wood ball. I love wood ball. I want to play. I want to compete.
How about you?
I want to see the volleyball players. I'm an ex-volleyball player, so that's...
You're an ex-volleyball player. Have you played like on a professional level?
I have not, no.
You're just a fan of volleyball. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. It's nice having you guys on the show. Okay, of course, that was the East Africa Games for you, and my name is Ali Sharan Kiranda. And of course, on the live broadcast, I was with Lona Jemima Kasasa, and see you once again.
And we are happy with Landa. Thank you very much for talking with our guests from all the way from America. So it's not just East Africa that is coming out here to enjoy and be with us. We are also going to have some participants talk to us, and they're going to let us know, are they from Uganda? Are they also from America? It's going to be an amazing conversation. Please. Hello, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
Could you introduce yourself to our viewers and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Kevin Agawa, the rugby captain of Ndeje. I'm very privileged for this opportunity you've given us and to us. Rugby, we are called a baby game just because this is our first East African Games we are participating in, and we are really humbled. We extend our thanks to everyone, the university administration. It has really been a wonderful occasion. So I think I won't let down the administration, and we promise them we're going to give it all our best to win these circuits. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Could I know your colleague? Where are you? Could you introduce yourself to our viewers and where you're from?
I'm Evans Itepolukwa from the University of Dodoma from Tanzania.
Welcome to the 12th edition.
I'm participating as a coach of football from the University of Dodoma.
Ndeje University is a formidable force, a force to reckon with.
I'm Evans Itepolukwa from the University of Dodoma from Tanzania, participating as the coach of football of the University of Dodoma. And actually, we are happy to be here. We are happy with the environment, happy being in Uganda. We are like the first time being here, but intentionally we have come here to participate and to win. That's the that's the goal, and of course we will win. We are here to meet challenges, but we are here to learn too.
All right. How has been your experience in Uganda? How has been your experience in Uganda?
My experience, personally, it's my first time being here, my second time being here. But for sports activities, it's my first time. And I've been heard that Ugandan teams, universities, they are playing good football. So we are well prepared to face you especially in Deje. And yes, we are well prepared.
Eastern African University Games
But it's a part of learning. It's a part of getting new exposures, getting friends. So we are not here for sports only. We are here to create families too. Yes.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope to see you around during the university games.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome.
All right. Like you've heard from the different participants, it is a wonderful time. It is an amazing time, and they are all here happy that Ugandan universities are hospitable but also competitive. They can meet the challenge. Now, today has been our day one, and we expect so much more tomorrow. My colleagues are going to tell me, they are going to take us through what they expect in tomorrow's activities, what sports are going to be played, and so on and so forth. Ian.
Sorry about that, since the microphone was off. As I was saying, as the university where I come from in Uganda Christian University, we're able to have quite a few games today. We're able to have basketball where we came out victorious, volleyball as well, and football came with mixed fortune as we're able to win by 7-0, a hat-trick by Sandra Tisache in 5 minutes. That I think that's the record for the games, if I'm not mistaken. We're able to beat MOOPS as well, but unfortunately lost to MOOC. So in terms of the day's events, it has been fantastic all around for the institution.
It's going to be amazing. Landa, could you come and let us know what are your expectations and your day two activities?
Thank you very much for keeping it in Deje University TV. And of course, just as our day has started, we had a lot of upsets from the different teams. UCU are defending champions of the volleyball category, and they won gold in 2018. They started from where they stopped this year, and of course, very early in the morning, they beat Kenyatta University 3-0, of course, which was a very big victory for them. We also had Makerere University beating Gulu University 3-2. It was a very intensive game, which ended in a decisive. And in volleyball, when a game goes into a decisive set, it's a very terrible one. Then we also had Deje University, the hosts. They were almost failing against Kampala University. And of course, Kampala University Kampala University were not so instrumental when they were coming into the game. They were not so up to their speed when it comes to the game. But then they managed to do something, pushing Deje University to the wall. And the game went into a decisive set, ending in 3-2. And of course, as I told you, when a game goes into a decisive set, automatically you could have lost the game. Kampala University came from 2 sets down to win the game at 3, rather to lose the game. They fell to Anes into the lead, and of course they had to lose on that one. Talking about games that are coming up tomorrow, we shall have the defending champions Uganda Christian University going up against Bishop Stewart. And of course, as Ian told you, Bishop Stewart has not been doing so well in the women's football, but then in volleyball, you don't know what could happen in the men's volleyball. So Bishop Stewart University are going to come up against Uganda Christian University, and Deje University, the hosts, are going to come back against Kisii University, and that's from Kenya. And after that, we shall be having Chambogo University, a home ground university, a lot of players playing in the league that are going to be playing Kenyatta University. Kenyatta University will want to come back from this, from the loss they faced against the defending champions Uganda Christian University, and when they face Chambogo University, of course they will have to do their best. Of course, those are some of the actions you don't want to miss in tomorrow's action. And what you can only do is keep it Ndeje University TV. Follow all the social media platforms for all the latest action. My team and I will make sure you get everything on time. And of course, back to you, Lorna Kasasa.
Thank you very much, Landa, for that detailed brief recap and next events that will be happening. We're really grateful. And I'm also very happy to be part of this team of the East African Games. They're going to be amazing. They're going to be exciting. I'm personally very excited to see all these different countries. I feel like I've also traveled as well outside of Uganda. It feels amazing. I would like to invite Chirabo, Sarah, to just tell us what you're expecting in the East African University.
Thank you, Rona. East African Games, East African University Games, as we know, it's about sports disciplines and it's about sports competitions. Of course, first of all, I'm excited because many people have been showing their talents. I've seen entertainment. I'm very happy, and I still tell you, Ugandans or the viewer of Ndeje University TV, stay tuned. We are still reporting the news at live at 8 on Ndeje TV.
Thank you. We are now going to have a conversation with the Vice Chancellor of Ndeje University. He has been at the center, he has been at the heart of the East African University Games. You are very welcome to Ndeje University Television.
Thank you.
Would you introduce yourself to our viewers and your experience in the preparation of the East African University Games?
My name is Professor Elia Burugujo, Vice Chancellor of Ndeje University. I have to say that we have been preparing. We won the bid to prepare these games before COVID. But because of COVID, we were interrupted. But we are very fortunate that today we are witnessing a remarkable event that's coming out. We have put in a lot of energy, and I think our athletes will be satisfied. Yeah, we are very happy, and I also want to thank the government for the support they have given us, and quite a number of stakeholders have given in some money, yeah, yes, and their prayers, yes.
Is the turn-up, like I've said, due to COVID and Ebola?
70 universities, but now 30 have come in. But when they announced the existence of Ebola, everybody got scared. Yeah, and even they have not declared yet. Maybe this evening, that's when I hear they will declare Uganda free of Ebola. But Ebola has affected us drastically. But my feeling is that whatever teams have come here, they should start to keep the standards, and then within the next 2 years, we will have a big gathering. Yes.
Ndeje University has been the winner of all the East African University Games. Do you believe that it's going to be the same for these games? Now that it has even hosted these games, do you think it will still emerge as the winner?
It will be very bad to expect the opposite. We have to win the 7th time because we have prepared them very well. We are the organizer, and the students are using familiar facilities, so it will be unfortunate if we don't win. But I'm very sure that we are very, very confident that we are going to win.
Thank you very much, Professor. Like you've heard from the professor, that it has been an amazing journey, full of different ups and downs, but he still expects Ndeje University to emerge as the winner, to come up as the top, and we are all very hopeful. Personally, I'm excited. Like I said, I have traveled in all the East African countries, and I'm just hoping for these 5 days to amount up to that experience.
That's very aggressive of you to wish Ndeje win the games, and of course I wouldn't expect Ian to be happy with such a wish. But of course, that was Ndeje TV live for you. We've been coming from Ndeje University main campus in Bomboruero. My name is Ali Sharan Kiranda, and I'm a sports writer with Afro Sports. You can as well follow me on all my social media platforms for all the latest information. I'll hand over to my brother Ian Asabo to say.
Thank you so much for having me. As we are wrapping up, I'd just like to thank Ndeje University for being able to host us. You guys have been welcome, and thank you so much. Yeah, so that is it for me. Let me hand over to Sarah to say her closing remarks.
Sarah Chirabo, your reporter. Wait for the story at Live at 8 News. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. Have a blessed evening. Until tomorrow, we are going to be here. Have a blessed evening.